was. He was talking about the science of the universe, right? Imagine what a great loss to humanity if he was thinking about weird visions about end of the world. Can you imagine what a waste of life? That's what you are doing whenever you're thinking about these things. Because if you have even an iota of thought about you being planted by God for some big work in the universe, and that's why He's giving you these visions, then you are absolutely wrong. These are not visions God is giving. These are visions that your mind is creating. Your mind is creating these visions because many minds create these visions. Doomsday, end of the world, everything is going to collapse, there is a catastrophe coming into the world. Many people spend their entire life just dreaming these conspiracies and these imaginations. Most of the time, the drug-inducing youth is just busy thinking about these conspiracies, and they would spend their entire time understanding about Rockefeller, Rothschild, aliens. I know about all these conspiracy theories that I don't know you and Sanskar may have enjoyed talking about.
Yes.
See, I am mentioning it to you to tell you that I am so glad I wasn't a part of this conversation about conspiracy theory. Thank God you are recording this. This is going to be important for the youth if I desire to speak more about it. I have seen that most of the rebellious youth that I have found potential in, including the guy I was talking to yesterday, Dhawan, they all are aware of these conspiracies. They all have done it in their time. But if they had continued going into these conspiracy theories without realizing, for example, let's say there must be some conspiracy theory reality to the financial system of the world and who's controlling it and who are the people, and they may be hybrid, alien, human, whatever, you know. I have met great yogis also talk about these things. Some yogis wear orange clothes, some wear completely black. They have a chimta in their hand. They are bhakts of Shiva. Black robe yogis. I have met these guys completely filled with conspiracy theories that they are aliens, they are eating up children. Children are disappearing. Children are being eaten by these reptiles. ये सब बात कर रहे थे तुम वो
इतना बात नहीं हो गया
लेकिन ये सब है ना टॉपिक
नहीं था we were discussing more about biotech he had started this conspiracies so
right so take this video to him and tell him that after coming to the other end after crossing my 25 years of age I realized that the people who were creating output people who were producing companies. Let's take for example of Ritesh Agarwal from Oyo. He must be your age or slightly elder, maybe 28, but less than 30. Imagine if he was just like you. Could he have created that output?
not at all.
So this is the problem. Whenever you say deja vu, and whenever you say you are having these visions, I get very irritated because I am not new to these things. The running pre-seed meant full exposure to all this stuff. If I had not had full exposure to all this stuff and I was having exposure not from the point of view of some college students, I was having exposure from renowned people from ISKCON temple. I was having exposure on all topics from the people who were deeply into the topic of spirituality. So they were not only talking about this, they have libraries and libraries of content on their laptop about these topics. And none of them were able to make any progress in whatever outcomes they may have desired after reading about these conspiracies. No progress at all.
Yeah,
because the progress won't come from there. Progress will come from one step at a time, one action in a day. Today I mentioned we will be a $1 billion company in 1 year, only startups.com. It's possible. But if you guys indulge in these visions and conspiracy theories and doing shoddy work, you have sent the new edited version. You see how much more time got wasted. Entire day got wasted because you decided to do bad work. What kind of a message are you passing if you're not even able to make people read it properly on a reel? Then why are we making that reel?
It's only happened because of my lethargy, Guruji.
But
I
that
know
lethargic time is going into shitty visions.
No, वो विजन आने वाला
But वो विजन आते ही तुम्हें डिसाइड करना ही है कि ये क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं.
No,
Why am I thinking about it?
No, I am not talking about any conspiracy. I have left every conspiracy after meeting Guruji. We had a talk about this
Right.
previously in Lucknow. After that, I was not looking into any of this. I was trying to take this idea into something. That's what I was focusing on. But like this deja vu is totally different.
No, I understand.
I don't know if it's a deja vu or not. Like when mostly this is coming.
Can you tell me why I don't get deja vus? Let's say you are getting excited about this deja vu happening. It's like you are thinking.
Not excited. Like I don't
You're
know.
feeling ये हो चुका है. This has happened in the past, right?
Like it's more clear than what happened.
Sure.
Yeah, like that.
Sure, it may be true. It happened in the past. But what is the big deal about it happening in the past?
Not happening in the past. Like if I am able to clear this clearly, what's happened, like what's going to happen, I thought like it will help me to understand more things. So.
Correct. But have you ever met anyone in life who can see the future?
Abhi Guruji, I think Guruji
But
is able to.
I'm not seeing the kind of future you are seeing. I'm seeing a future that comes to be seen through intelligence. Correct?
Yes.
I'm not seeing some random vision coming of the past. I have no recollection of what happened in my past lives. I have no idea. I don't want to make these claims like other gurus about their past lives. I'm least concerned about that. I see no utility in that information. If you look at the past lives of any of the gurus, you'll find no utility in dropping that information. Why are they dropping that information? मैं past life में ये था, मैं past life में वो था. अब deja vu का क्या मतलब है? Past दिख रहा है, past में हो गया ये सब, past में हुआ, अभी हो रहा है दोबारा. तो ये cyclical है. Meaning it happened earlier, it will happen now, it's happening now. So everything that's happening now has happened in the past, correct? Does that not mean this? If you're getting such consistent deja vus, then man, what if everything that has happened, there is a story. The story is Hanumanji went into the sea and he went to get a ring. And when he went towards the ring, he was already handed over the ring by the rock. And the Hanumanji asked, how did you know I've come here to take the ring? The rock said, you have been coming here from the beginning of the universe. In every cycle you come here for this ring. The message of the story is that everything that was happening is going to keep happening. It's a repetition. That is the message that story is trying to convey, that everything is going to keep happening cyclically. There is nothing new. अभी जो हो रहा है पिछली लाइफ में भी हो चुका है. यही एग्जैक्ट मैंने सुनी स्टोरी और मैंने सोचा अच्छा साइक्लिकल है. फिर मैंने देखा साइक्लिकल कैसे हो सकता है. एक रिपल पानी में जब वेव पड़ी तो वेव इज ओनली मूविंग फॉरवर्ड एंड देन इट्स एंडिंग. देन अ न्यू वेव हैज टू बिगिन. हाउ कैन द सेम वेव रिपीट इटसेल्फ? हाउ कैन द मूवमेंट, ये उठा, ये पार्टिकल उठा, इसके पीछे वाला उठा, फिर इसके पीछे वाला उठा, फिर इसके पीछे वाला उठा, फिर इसके पीछे, वेव बनी. कोई मूव नहीं कर रहा है. इसके उठने की वजह से बाकी की चीजें उठ गई, फिर इसके नीचे जाने की वजह से बाकी की चीजें ये वाली उठी. राइट? ऐसे ही मूवमेंट हो रहा है ना. सो अभी ये उठा है तो अभी पीछे वाला उठेगा, ये ऐसे मूव करता रहेगा, ये अपनी जगह पे, वो अपनी जगह पे. करेक्ट? दिस इज हाउ द वेव बिगन. नाउ please tell me, where in the story of a wave am I seeing repetition? Even when I am seeing cycle movement in the universe, I am seeing that all that I was seeing as a 2D movement of vibration is actually cyclical. It's not just moving like this, it's moving like this. But in 2D we'll see it like this, right? So it's moving like this, but it is still moving like this. It's not like it's moving in its own place. So there is a shift, there is a change. And that's why change is happening. Nobody has been able to express anything about deja vu more than something to do with something about science will explain why it feels like a deja vu. But even if it is some repetition of the past, why is it fascinating at all?
I think like maybe I am communicating it wrongly. I will not call it a deja. Just leave it, Guruji. I don't want to talk about it.
Even I don't want to, but I know it will repeat. I know you'll again one day get another slap from me because you are saying deja vu, you are making these mistakes. When you make these mistakes, you know what happens?
Then when I
You
make
see what happens?
mistakes,
What I feel. You see what I feel. I feel that 8 hours a day is work time, correct?
yes,
The three of us are always working.
yes,
That means we are doing double the work.
yes.
That means I want everyone's salary to be doubled because that is the fair thing to do. I want to reward you guys for doing the hard work that no one else is doing. How do I propose this to anybody? When you make this kind of work happen, and when the same, if you had sent that reel to Dr. Irfan, he would have said exactly the same thing.
Yes, yes.
That you can't even read, Manu. You have to extend. He would have said it politely. I will say it with a slap. He would say it politely because he is not seeing the burden that is on me of raising your salaries. Because when I said 40-30, I said it for, yes, first time employment, which is 8 hours a day. But here, 16 hours of day of work is being put. Everyone's salary needs to be doubled. How will I say these things if I'm seeing such quality? So there the trouble is. So if you again talk about these things because as a reason for not doing something properly, then it's big trouble for me.
Yes.
My negotiation falls flat.
Yes.
So you are making big losses for yourselves, you know.
I think I was being so childish and
You're
I
making big losses for yourself. Even in the last meeting, I couldn't propose this. It's only fair to raise your salaries to double. But I couldn't propose this because I know you're making too many mistakes. I have to spend time in getting you guys to create that output correctly.
Yes.
So how do I say that these guys are brilliant? Their salary should be doubled. थोड़ा बहुत नहीं बढ़ाना है, बिल्कुल डबल कर देना है. मैं कैसे कहूँ ये बात? जब मैं तुम्हें पनिशमेंट दे रहा हूँ तो उनको पता चल रहा है वो क्वालिटी नहीं निकल रहा है. तो you understand what I'm saying? So you are making losses for yourself, you know. You could be making enough money to be sending 10,000 rupees, 10,000 to your mother, 10,000 to your father, you know. You can gift her some jewelry, you can gift her something. Every month you can send a gift at home. But you guys are not, you see, if you do that, you start doing that, suddenly I couldn't do it to my family and now I don't even desire to because of the kind of disappointment they have caused me. But when you, I can see that there is a materialistic world. If you give them gifts, they're going to talk about you well in the family. And then the Brahmans of the family will hear you. And then you will tell them the meaning of Brahman. Then they will start correcting. Kerala has the potential to correct itself.
Yes.
So my goal is very large. But if you are not able to raise yourself to the point that you can send some gifts at home so they can see that you are progressing and they are not, and you can tell them you are progressing because of your knowledge of truth and they are not progressing because of their knowledge of dogma. You get what I'm saying? Then they will start learning from you. Then you will become their guru. It's possible. Anybody who can teach somebody the truth of life is a guru. You become the guru of your father. Have that goal. They already start telling you that I have the potential to be your guru. Just wait and watch. Tell him, send a message to him, say,
No, I have already told.
great, then you will become one day his guru. One day he should come and touch your feet. हाँ? मुझे तो चाहिए सारे फादर्स हमारे सारे स्टूडेंट्स के पैर छुए आके. तब होगी क्रांति. क्या समझे? जब बाप बेटे का पैर छुएगा तो वो स्टूडेंट गुरु बनेगा. क्या समझा? तब क्रांति घटेगी. कौन सी क्रांति? क्रांति ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस, जहाँ पे ज्ञानी को आदर मिलेगा, बूढ़े को नहीं. समझ में आया? The old man doesn't deserve the respect because he's old. He deserves respect because he's wise.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
If the old man is not being wise, he doesn't deserve my respect. He will deserve my abuse. मैं उसको माँ बहन की गाली सुनाएगा क्योंकि वो डिजर्व वो करता है, क्योंकि उसने वही कमाने के लिए अपना जीवन जिया था. लेकिन अगर वो वाइस है, वो मदद करता है दूसरे की बाहर निकाल के अपने कमरे से टीवी छोड़ के, तो मैं उसकी रिस्पेक्ट करेगा। और वो वैसा नहीं है तो वो मेरे स्टूडेंट्स के पैर छुएगा, भले स्टूडेंट्स का बाप हो, मेरा बाप भी मेरा पैर छुएगा। ये करते हैं ना, तो बच्चों को डिप्रेशन नहीं होगा लाइफ में। सो बहुत बड़ा मिशन है। अगर ये सब करोगे, छोटी छोटी गलतियाँ करोगे, तो फिर सबको समझ में आ जाएगा कि मैंने तुम लोगों को सेल किया है, तुम्हारे अंदर वो काबिलियत नहीं था। जबकि ऐसा है नहीं, काबिलियत बहुत है। एवरीवन नोज कि सारा स्टाफिंग बेकार, तुम दोनों एक तरफ, बाकी सब एक तरफ। एवरीवन नोज देयर इज नोबडी लाइक यू टू। बट I still don't feel if you make these mistakes, I will be able to make a case about doubling your salaries. I told you 50,000 yesterday, right? But I knew I was going to raise it to 60. So figure out, man. Don't make yourself losses. You're making yourself losses. I'm trying to save you from losses. I was telling Dr. Irfan today that every time this guy will use the word deja vu in front of me, he's either going to get a slap or I'll make him a burger in front of everyone. So, if you use the word deja vu before me again, or if you say I'm getting these visions, then you should already know you're going to get beaten the moment you say these things. Even if you are getting, you don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me.
No.
Yeah.
This problem was like I am not able to control easily. Then I am not able to properly think.
See, the thing is that there are a lot of people who develop bipolar disorder.
It's similar to that. Like sometimes I am so confident and I am able to like speak very fluently and maybe I can communicate like.
So I'll tell you why. See, this is not a matter of bipolar disorder, but if you start thinking like that, you will become bipolar. I know this in everyone. Everyone who found it, I'm not saying you find it cool, but a lot of people find it very cool to say I have OCD. I have OCD of cleaning. I want to just keep everything clean. OCD means obsessive compulsive disorder. But some people say it with pride. Very important video for youth again. Youth takes pride in saying I have OCD. And I want to tell them, oh, you are made of disorder, I don't want disorder. I want order. So come back when you have the order, then come back.
Yeah, the thing I am saying, like the other self I am talking about, like is more efficient and like maybe it's not the other self, it's myself.
Yeah,
but if I am able to continuously focus on that and like the ideas I am was able to come up or like able to work on is very effective. And maybe it's just my lethargy making up things. That I don't want to think about this. I want to actually work and improve myself now.
जो लेजी लोग होते हैं वही ये डैमेज अपने अंदर कॉज करते हैं, क्योंकि वो क्या करते हैं, वो ये अपने आप को रीजंस दे देते हैं दैट आई एम बाइपोलर। मैं अभी ऐसा हूँ और बाद में मैं बिल्कुल क्रोध, एंगर। तो मेरे को भी बहुत लोग ऐसा कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि वो सोच रहे थे कितना अच्छा इंसान है, कितना अच्छा इंसान है। उसके बाद जब उन्होंने देखा कि ये तो मनु को थप्पड़ लगा रहा है, तो कहेंगे ये बहुत गलत आदमी है। अब वो कहेंगे बहुत गलत आदमी है, और मैं देखूंगा कि मैं कम से कम कई लोगों की फाड़ चुका हूँ, डांट के, थप्पड़ मार के। तो उस वक्त मुझे अगर क्लैरिटी नहीं होती कि मैं वही आदमी हूँ जो प्यार कर रहा था, मैं वही आदमी हूँ जो अभी थप्पड़ मार रहा है, मैं कोई दूसरा आदमी नहीं हो गया हूँ, लेकिन दिखूंगा दूसरा उस वक्त लगेगा, या आई नो नॉट टू यू बट अदर्स, some animal, I will feel like some animal, and then I will hear it and I will feel like, yeah, maybe I have become, because I am guilty, I am feeling pain. Oh, what happened to me suddenly? How did I become so angry? I abused my father. What the fuck is wrong with me? Why did I do that? This other person that I become is causing me too much pain. How can I get rid of this other person? I could do all that, like most people do. A lot of people start thinking like that. A lot of people have abused their father and their mother through their words, but they responded to stimuli. अगर कोई कुत्ता काटने आएगा तो उसको लात तो मारेंगे ना, क्या बोल रहा है कालिदास है ना? If some dog is coming to bite, then we'll try to kick to save us. That's what we do. That's why a father who's coming to damage us will get the response. It could even be a slap if he's coming to slap. Who the fuck gave him the right? if he has the respect from me, then he can slap me. Because my hand only won't get raised.
Yes.
It's because of respect, not because he's my father.
Yes.
But if I don't have no respect for my father, because he does not deserve my respect, like many fathers of the world, then he will get a slap back if he tries to slap me. This message is very important for fathers, because fathers slap their children because they know they won't get a slap back.
Yes.
But if they know they will get a slap back, then instead of slapping, they will try to have a conversation. They will go into a debate and create a better culture of intelligence,
Yes.
not slaps. So I decided not to let the pain of calling my father nasty words of abuse, because I know I did the right thing. I did the right thing. Every time my father will decide to spend 6 hours watching a shitty show like Crime Patrol on television, Sony channel, 6 hours for 20 years. Just imagine what a waste of life and family. 6 घंटा पापा का टेलीविजन, 8 घंटा मम्मी का टेलीविजन. Just imagine how much of the family life they have just wasted. Obviously, they are only going to get nasty words from me every time I see them watching these shitty shows. I'm not going to come break the television or switch it off. I will just call him the nasty word of fucking abuse that I would not even say to my friend. But I will call him that nasty word so he remembers every time when he switches on the channel, Sony TV Crime Patrol. मदर चोद बोला था बेटा ने मुझे, भोसड़ी का बोला था बेटा ने मुझे, कहा था झांटू आदमी है, पूरे परिवार को बर्बाद करने वाला आदमी तू है. ये कान में गूंजना चाहिए. It should echo in his mind and ear every time he puts on television to watch Crime Patrol. It should hurt him to watch Crime Patrol. That's what I wanted. But if I don't see why I did that properly, then I would think I am bipolar. I am such a good person. I feel so good about everyone. I want to do good for everyone. But I am hurting my father. I must be bipolar. That's me. This is not me. You understand? That's why people think they are bipolars. Because they feel this is me and this is not me. Because one moment they are horrible person to somebody. And they know that they have been horrible. And on another moment they are not horrible, so they think they are two people. And then they start becoming two people.
The things I am having, like, I think then I will be so horrible person that, like Guruji said,
You
like,
have not
when I
even
am-
an iota of any mental illness, you know. You are completely perfect. But when you say that I feel I'm another person, I'm feeling, I get very irritated.
Yes.
Because this is what the cool youth thinks. This is how the cool youth talks. And this is what I want to teach cool youth, that, I mean, I don't know, they don't care. But if they are in my universe, then they are going to get beaten by me if they talk like that. That I feel I'm another person. I feel I'm two people. One person is confident and another the movies like Aparichit, South movie called Aparichit. Aparichit is shown a character who is a very simple teacher who is scared of everybody, but something happens to him and then he starts killing criminals. He is the greatest fighter in the world. Next day again he doesn't remember he killed so many people. People start fancying all this, you know. They think they are also two people. At night they can be the knight who will save the world. During the day they will be Garhattu like you. So youth gets very fascinated about these ideas and they think they are also like that, and they completely damage their life because of these thoughts. Because the power of the mind is such that if you think you will be born again, you will be born again. And if you think you won't be born again, this is your last life because you have understood the meaning of life, then you won't be born again. This is the answer to rebirth. If someone says, is there any rebirth? The best answer to this question is, for those who think there is rebirth, rebirth is. For those who think there is no rebirth, rebirth won't be.
And I was like, when Guruji asked me to say the truth, and when Guruji asked me to look into my mistakes, I was having I was able to see the whole mistakes I was making from like maybe childhood. So that I got so depression, like I was not able to take that things
And he also came to me and apologized to me, saying that I did so many wrong things to you. Sorry, man. And hugged me and kissed me.
Yeah, today?
No,
that day.
a few days ago.
Oh wow.
And I was crying sitting here.
Right.
That's it.
What did you say to him? What wrong did you do to him that you apologized?
I have done a lot of things to
Like,
like I think I can be so good. So, but I know I think I know what is right and wrong, like virtuousness, like Guruji is saying. I'm able to understand that. So in that aspect, I have done so much wrong things to Kalidas.
right.
Like even, I don't want to say all that.
Right, no problem. Oh, everyone does that, no problem at all. That's no problem. But yeah, I mean, see, you have to take the responsibility of the fact that you have a younger brother who's 5+ years younger to you, right? And if he had not known any better, then he would be getting influenced by you. And you have been not a good influence
Yes,
because you have not created any output.
Yes,
25 years of life is good enough to create some outcome.
yes,
But you are able to visualize. Anybody who has the power to visualize can make things happen. And still you are not able to make things happen by yourself. Ritesh Agarwal had built $1 billion company by your age, man. He wasn't on the quest to consciousness.
I think maybe Guruji is the output I get between these.
Yeah, maybe it's not a bad outcome at all, I feel. Maybe a better outcome than billions of dollars of others. But this outcome is so big that it's not just for you,
Yes,
it's for the whole world. If you're not able to take it to the whole world, if you're not able to take this into leadership, for example, you two, Sanket is a very nice person, that's what you said, but you guys are not completely in synchronization with him. Sometimes he would appear rude to Kalidas.
and he's like chilling with he's chill with everything, like he's very chill. So we are maybe working, focusing and like working, he will be coming and chilling with us, then we will get angry. If we he's always like that to us. If we go and do anything like this, "Arey, kya kar raha hai?"
I'm working.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, some people are like that, but I'm saying that if you understand that, like for example, let's say you were running the company, okay? And there were people of Sanket's age working with you guys, then you would be the captain, correct? They can't be rude to you, correct? Your position is that. You see, when there are 3 people, everything, you look at any theory, any philosophy, you'll find 3, right?
Yes.
It's a combination of 3. That's what we 3 are. Huge. Everyone knows who sees this combination. Everyone knows the power, including the advisors to the ministers.
Yes.
Even they in that position have not been able to create this scenario.
Yes.
It is not created because of us, it's created because of divine.
Yes.
It's very powerful. If others are able to be rude to you, it's only because of your not realizing your potentials. Now, one has to be one has to put to protect something in a safe, and a strong safe, a hard safe, so that gem inside doesn't get damaged or stolen. So that hard stuff I'm going to lay around you two through my slaps, through my punches, because I don't want anybody to have the power to damage the 2 of you. Like nobody had the power to damage me. No matter you know more than anyone else what all I have endured in life. But nothing could damage me.
Yes.
Because I had this thing in me to not allow anyone to damage me. So I am only trying to do that right now.
Yes.
To save you guys from from being damaged by anyone else because then someone else was rude to you or someone else said something to you. So the power is such that nobody can say anything to you. Even I'm telling you, if Dr. Irfan wants, he can, but he won't say anything to you. The tag of being Nischal students is so powerful that nobody will say anything to you. They know they have to face me before they say anything to you.
Yes.
If they are wrong, otherwise anybody can say anything to you if you are wrong.
Yes.
So you have to use that power. You have to use that power. Like I'm going to talk to interns. Nobody asked me to. You have to do that yourself. Oh, who are you? What are you doing? Can we collaborate? Oh, you're not doing this better. We can do this way. Participate like that, and then you guys will build a team. You know. So sometimes you can talk confidently. Every time I think about that Manu, which sat in my room and recorded that video. Fuck, it was cool video, man. It's your pinned video, correct? You have pinned it on your
Yes,
Instagram,
yes.
right? You have seen that video. Have you seen how cool that video is? Did you like that video?
Yeah.
Did you see that video was cool?
Yeah, but I didn't watch it wholly, but I will watch it today.
Then maybe it wasn't cool enough that you watched it.
It wasn't good enough.
Yeah. No.
But
It was a cool video. It was a really cool video. You were speaking clearly. Everything was visible. The music in the background was
Yeah.
incredible. It still resonates on my. It still echoes in my ears. And it wasn't some script that you had written.
No.
You were just saying it.
Yes.
It was beautiful. That you should remind yourself whenever you think, fuck, I'm not able to communicate. I'm not able to communicate. Now, how the fuck did you communicate that day on the camera? So, what was the reason that you can't communicate?
Because I was when I am communicating, I am thinking about something else.
Yeah, I noticed that because when I'm asking something, he will be saying partially of part of something, and then he will be on the clouds. He'll be on the. I also get frustrated by that, and I was thinking, what are you trying to say, man?
Yeah, I think not just you. Everyone will get frustrated from this guy. Everyone in the team will also get frustrated. I'm trying to save from that to happen because you see, people have so much of imagination and dreams and stories now on the internet that they're not interested in any of these things. Unless you're giving them what I can give them. They're not interested in your vision and story and this and that. They want outcome. So, first let me address that you can communicate well, firstly. I could have said it a long time ago also that you can communicate well. But it won't make an impact. I'm hoping it will make an impact right now for you to not be in self-doubt. You can communicate well. Your problem is that you can communicate well when you're alone on the camera. But when there are others with you, you are not as good in communication unless they are some juniors or students or college friends. But when they are senior level people, तुम्हारी फटी हुई होती है. तुम्हारी फटी क्यों हुई होती है? इसका मतलब ये कि तुम्हें पता ही नहीं तुम्हें गुरु मिल गया है. क्योंकि अगर ये पता होता है तो फट नहीं सकती फिर किसको इम्प्रेस करना है तुम्हें? जो चाहिए था वो मिल गया. अब क्या चाहिए? अभी किसको इम्प्रेस कर रहा है जो तुम्हारी फटी हुई है? You know? Even if you don't do well, no problem. You are not here to take anything anyway. What you needed, you have. So फटी क्यों हुई है? So when you are talking to people who are senior to you, तुम्हारी फटी रहती है. You don't talk as confidently. Sure, you can talk to your father confidently, but if I make you talk to some billionaire who's going to invest in us, तुम्हारी फटी हुई होगी. तुम बात ही नहीं कर पाएगा सही से. क्यों?
Self-doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Lack of confidence, fear of losing. If you go into a conversation without the fear of losing, really I'm telling you the trick is this. You have to go into the conversation without the fear of losing. But how do you not have the fear of losing? The only way to not have fear of losing is to understand the abundance that you already have. When you understand the abundance that you already have, You have no fear of losing. You walk out of the room of rejection by saying, this may be the greatest loss of your life and my greatest gain. Thank you. Step out. And the day that happens, send a message to the guy, remember I told you, see how much you lost, see how much I gained. After you, I found this person. And see what we did together.
Yes.
That's the way. That has been my spirit at every rejection.
Yes.
So there is no need to be fearful, and then you will go in confidence. Then everything that you want to present, you will be able to present. Otherwise, you'll be like, भूल ही गए Q&A session भी है, ये भूल ही गए explore session भी है on QA, right?
You know, I didn't. I was explaining to Irfan sir. Then he suddenly wanted to ask something. Then he told me he was talking to you guys. Then.
Then say, sir, 1 second. Sir, 1 second, please don't interrupt. I want to demo the product well. Why did you say that? I would have said that. Sir, please, you guys talk later. You have too much time to talk to each other. I have to go do my work. I want to. Everybody would fucking like this. You understand? Don't you think it would be liked in the room if he had said that?
Yes, Guruji.
You understand that?
Yes, Guruji.
But you couldn't say that. Why? Because you think he is a bigger man to you. How can you say that? But the bigger man himself wants you to be like that. The bigger man himself wants you to talk like that with confidence. Then what is the problem? Irfan sir himself would want you to interrupt him, to tell him, sir, please quiet, allow me to speak, I have to show more. He'll be like, oh wow, Khalid, show. He would enjoy it, man. Every person who is valuable in your life is going to like that. Even if the conversation is between me and the minister, even then, you can always put your point. That's what democracy means. Everyone has the ability to voice what they feel. And you can interrupt and voice yourself, provided you have merit. Otherwise, next time you'll be rejected. You'll be like, out of the room. You're too disturbing. Got it?
Yes, Guruji.
So you had something to show. You should have shown first as a wait, I have to show you something. And Q&A also. All you guys. Sanket was also telling me that वो scroll ये वो तो उन्होंने को सुना नहीं मेरा डॉक्टर इरफान अपना बोलने लग गए तो मैंने कहा maybe he is not being a good listener. You tell him, sir, you are not being a good listener. Please allow us to speak. Say it to him, yaar. He is not going to come and slap you. If you feel he is not being a good listener, then you tell him that I have something more to say. Please allow me to say.
Yes.
One has to make room in the room for themselves by actually telling the other person this. This, sir, I have listened to you very quietly and patiently. I deserve exactly the same amount of time. I spoke without interruption. You speak without, allow me to speak without interruption. Talk like that with people, man. They love it. They are all waiting for such men. But what do they get? Losers. And then the community of losers is visible. So you people also decide to be losers like that visible community. You understand? Yeah, that's all guys.